Okay, everybody, I want to talk about what have I learnt when it comes to getting your payback, as sometimes we need it, because sometimes if you don't get your payback, it never stops, and what I've learnt about the law, and what I need to do to show people about the law. And here it goes. The first thing's about the drug thing that I've talked about. So if I'm going to keep on going while I'm still alive to the points I'm talking about when it comes to the drugs and that test. And I'm going to make sure that everybody out there that takes any drug, that they all feel that test. Right? I want them to all feel it. If they don't see the wrong in it, they're all going to feel it so they can see the wrong. There's no wrong. Well, I'm going to let you feel it in every sector. I'm not going to just pick on one. That's a hypocritical thing. Every sector's going to feel it. So if you've had any prescription drug at all, we're not going to just write off marijuana and people who are on marijuana prescription drugs, right? No, I'm not a fucking hypocrite. We're going to write off, if you've had any prescription drug, we're going to get a test that can pick up any drugs, all sorts of drugs, right? And if you just had it, that's an easy test. This test is very easy, people, to get this test, to find out if you've just had a drug. All you have to do is test for it, right? So we'll have officers that have a drug system that can put it all into one. So it tests all these drugs, and it'll give us a colour, right? That you've had alcohol, that you've had a prescription drug. And if you have, you're not allowed to drive here in Australia, because we're going to show you a point that was done to me about you're dangerous until that's out of your system. You shouldn't even be around kids. I was told I shouldn't even be around people, right? Because you're dangerous. Huh? Shouldn't have people around you when you're on those things. Okay? Now, the next one is when it comes to the self-defense. I've learned when it comes to self-defense that if you got no video evidence, and that doesn't really matter these days anyway, because I can talk about that too, it's he say, your say. So if you want to get someone, if you hate someone, right, and you want to get them, and you know the only way to get them is to beat them up, right? Humans get there, you're just angry, you want to release some tension, right? You want to take a risk, that's what these people do. You wait till a good moment, wait till they're around the corner, wait till they're drunk or something, just wait for something. And then when that happens, beat the fuck out of them. And make sure that you're a better person. What do I mean by that? Oh, you've got some kids and they don't, so you can go on protecting my family. You can have a job, make sure you got a better job than them. You know, they look at you like real estate looks at you. Right? And do all that, because in that way when you put a complaint in, they'll just say, nah, as far as I'm concerned, this is the people who are meant to say, yeah, at least happen, and we'll go confront them about it, which is arrest them and then really make them go to court, right? That's what the police are meant to be for. Yes, it really did happen. We believe it happened, so you got a chance at court. If they don't believe it happened, then it's hard to get a chance at court, as far as I'm concerned, right? Because if they don't see it, then what the hell, right? But they're rocking up and doing it for other companies and people. But if they're not doing it for you, what does that mean? You're nothing, right? So they'll just say it's a civil matter, like they did to me. They'll walk up and go, hang on, like one officer said, and when I was talking to two, and walk away and go, no, this is a civil matter. Right? Without getting my statement, all that kind of stuff. That's their right, right? So we've got to have our rights. They use their little loophole rights, right? Which is what I call a loophole, is something that's not right. It's not righteous, right? So the only way to beat that, unless you keep copping it, or feel like you're going to cop it, or keep feeling like you're going to be stolen from. See, I've been an extra hermit because I feel like as soon as I leave, some trickster's going to do something and ruin my life a little bit more since I've started this new life. That's all I've had when I'm not around at things, you see, is attack. Besides other things I've been doing everywhere else, I've had things stolen from me, right? So wouldn't you do the same thing? Isn't that what you call what goes around comes around? Showing a point. A parent would say to you, well, you don't know how it feels. Stop hitting the kid. You don't know how it feels. And they don't stop hitting. Then you go over and then you give them a little slap and you go, and they're like, ah, and you go, well, see, now you know how it feels. So stop doing it. Right? And it works, doesn't it? So I'm not I'm not saying things will be permanent. It's all about showing the people the right way, and sometimes you got to show them by letting them have it. Then let them feel it. Then what do you reckon? You don't see it now, or you do, but you're not really standing up to it. When you feel it and you're going through it, then you might stand up to it, apparently. That's how it all works. That's what I get told all the time. Oh, you're only standing up to it because you're feeling it. Oh, okay. I'd stand up more if I could. But where